Team Griffin is on T side, while Sego is CT side. So let's see if they have actually started working on any sort of knife straps. Full mayhem, all in and Stefan's tied up, but he right-clicked both of them, and Stefan wins. So let's see, this is a critical moment. I hope that Griffin will switch to CT, because in my opinion it's the stronger side on Overpass, but... yeah, they did. Right. Right, first pistol run coming up here now. You see Super McCall on Kit, rest is on Kev, but Stefan still haven't bought anything. I think that Phoenix is often playing a one guy peak mid strat, but never could change. And the game is paused on the first round. Not much to say. I mean, you can see CT's bought out. T still haven't bought yet. Only Kevlar on two people. They're getting two smokes, one flash as well on Trick. And a molly on Jesse.
Hello.
Welcome back, Mr. Mayhem. We are
Ready. Your senses are very on point. Mayhem incoming indeed. Like Ian said, my internet is dog shit. This shit is just gonna keep fucking happening. But at least Keen is here to give you something. And yeah, I saw that. I managed to catch the end of that knife round. Seven with a very nice double. Right
with
at the
23 HP, they can basically just left click him and they win, but he get both right tags, so very strong play from him. So let's see what the T does on this first round. Right, so they smoke short. A molly barrel, so it's gonna be a B hit. See, it's blinded.
Quite a nice execute, right? You have good smokes down in good positions, and the molly, of course, zoning off some of these angles as well.
It's a hard retake now, though. You have one graffiti, you have one short and one rest. Tease is gonna pick up the first round.
Yeah, very nice round from them, actually. Good smoke exec, and I feel like, given that they've used so much utility there, that Phoenix can afford to fall back into a retake setup and use the fact that some of these players have no armor, but I guess they had no kit, or they just wanted to keep trying
They
to
did
control
have a
the side.
kid on McClone, but I think they wanted to retake fast with the scan which is behind. Tease goes huge. One is taken down. Kinda easy run for T-Side there. But they went up against USPs, so let's see now when CT is actually gonna buy.
Yeah, some good damage done. One kill and a couple dings from the USP, so it's about all you can expect for, but this is obviously a very important round. If they start letting the T's get too many rounds in a row here, this could get really ugly for them.
What do you think here? I see Froggy and Memory both went for red armor. Of course there's like 10 on the other team, but I mean, they knew that there were at least 2 AKs each round.
Yeah, but 2 Khalils and 1 Mac, like I kind of like this, like what would that be instead, right? It would be maybe a couple flashes or 1 smoke on each of those players. Like on these close buys, like on the third round, fourth rounds, I think it's good to take head armor, to be honest. I think it's pretty necessary.
Still have this Jesse lurking monster while the rest of the pass. And the backstab Memory in other pass as well, so.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely got too frisky there. He needs to fall back and wait for his teammates trying to take a 2v1 situation. I mean, they stepped the whole way, so we had full information. Froggy, though, gets a very nice kill, and he's going to fall back off that as well, not
See,
deciding to overcommit, and that's the correct play in the situation.
Frog is playing. He needs to hit those shots.
And now it's all on Super McClone. This is actually the coach. Gets the first, and gets the second. Big kills from Super McClone.
With a UMP as well, so that's huge. Saving Griffin there in one round.
Griffin, yeah, saving Griffin and Phoenix at the same time.
Phoenix.
Very nice play from Super McClone. Of course, he can't. He would be normally coaching, but unfortunately, they've had a problem with one of their players being unable to access the client as a result of a Windows issue. So he is going to be standing in for them in this game instead of. Let me just check. That is Centaurus. Centaurus is unfortunately the player who can't make it, and he has actually been one of their more consistent fraggers so far in this game. So.
T-side here taking long control. 2 people.
Very nice flash there from Super McClone. Managed to quite make it
Gets
over
the first
the wall.
kill, but still the trade. So how does Griffin react here? I mean, you can see 2 of them is restricted to A side. One is playing long side.
I'm not sure what Griffin would do, but I think that Phoenix is going to stay in their 2-2 setup. And they're going to try and maybe push for some B short control. They are going to try and get some control on B short. That might allow them to rotate a player out. That might allow them to get into a good position and at least get the information that this direct hit isn't going to come fast up onto the B sides. But they're staying in a 2-2. They don't want to do anything too crazy here. They want to let the T's beat them. They certainly don't want to beat themselves in this position. The T's, on the other hand, looks like they are going to rotate into a full A take here. We have MST setting up a fake smoke on B, looks like. I'm not entirely sure where that goes. I think that is a fake smoke on B, and let's see how they rotate. Is Super McClone going to get pulled down towards the B side? Looks like he is. And it's all going to be on Stefan.
On Froggy's screen, like the thing in the top, right beneath the Stratego logo.
Oh yeah, that was weird, yeah.
But he's managed to take the A side without any problem.
Nice take from the T's. They do have a kit though on Super McClone, so they can retake this if they can go down or they're taking too much time. They trade out the second. That's Frogfire not working. And now it's in a 1v1 situation. Froggy against Predator. Froggy does not have the kit though, so we need to isolate the 1v1 right now, or we need to turn around and get that kit. He did have a good read. Yeah, he had a good read and does hit the dink, but it's not quite enough. And a massive round for Team Stratego. They really, really needed that one. If we look at the economy, the CT economy very much crushed here. I think just an upgraded pistol is all they're going to be able to take in this round if they want to be able to buy in the following one. So this already is going to get a little bit out of control. They are taking a pause, just resetting themselves, trying to understand what they've been doing wrong and how the T's have been playing. But so far, the T's have been playing great. They have some nice fakes, some good smoke executes. They've been pulling the CTs off of the bomb sites that they're trying to go into. And that's what's really caused them to succeed so far. CTs really need to try and get better rotations here if they want to show more effort on the CT side and get a few more rounds.
Yeah, like as you're saying, right now it feels like the T's are actually outplaying Phoenix a little bit, but just getting the control. Phoenix falls back maybe a little bit too easy.
And they do manage to trade out, but it was a 2-for-1 trade there, which isn't necessarily in their favor on the CT side, although they did have just USPs, so not a major deal. And Memory stepping here, I think that's a very questionable play to step, and Jesse Best is going to know that he's coming. But he doesn't push into it. He's right in the middle of the rotations now as well. Even hits his first shot, but it's not quite enough. And now it's all on the Frog. Alone in a tide of Stratego. He's going to try and go for the silent shot. Does manage to make it work. He knows there is a Galil towards T-spawn that he might be tempted to try and go for.
I think it's also more attacks him up through the smoke. Now they know he's there.
Yeah. I think letting yourself get tagged is one thing, but shooting back through the smoke with a USB. Oh, and he deals 99.
Ah, close one.
Yeah, Predator gonna count his lucky stars with just one hit point there. I'm not sure one hit point is enough to deal with Arnold Schwarzenegger in the movie, but certainly enough to deal with the frog here. And this is another massive round. We're going to definitely stay on board with 7 if we can and see how he's managing to succeed with that AWP. Like we said before the game, it's going to be a big question whether the AWP can control and do the damage necessary.
It is very short. Like, looks like they are again being allowed to get control of both balloons and connector. But Stefan gets the first kill here. Falls back to site. Like seeing that.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, the CTs have been playing pretty heavily through connector, but they've been getting destroyed there, to be honest. So that's why I think they rotated out of the setup and played a little bit more passive behind the AWP. And I'm not certain that that is in their favor long term. It might work out in a couple rounds, but unless you can try and get connector or toilets control and remove some of this map control from the Ts, you're going to be in a lot of trouble on a map like this. So Trick, he hears this jump peeking from Memory, and Memory doesn't quite spot him on the jump peek, but not punished really, just 27 damage coming in. Trick gets flustered and misses his smoke, and this is going to cause a rotate though, and the bomb is cycling all the way around to the B side, but they don't have enough more frags to give away. 7 misses a very important shot. Really needed to hit that shot. And he gets traded out. That is really bad. And now it is all on Froggy. And the bomb is going to go straight on A. Froggy does get the first though, and he needed to do that. That's going to buy him some time. Nexi is going to have to rotate off here. Froggy gets the second. Another important kill. And now it's all on Jesse Best. Has the AK, but...
Oh, it's good retake there from CT side. After losing control of the side, Troy comes up and gets the control back.
Yeah, a couple really important kills from Froggy there, but I mean, 7 did do some good damage early on and got the entry as well as a second kill, but he really needs to do more there with the AWP. I think that was quite an easy shot towards this guy close A short, and if he's going to keep missing those in the future, he's going to be putting his team in a real hole here. They're investing a lot to get him on this AWP, get him in a good position to succeed, so he needs to reward that trust with a couple kills. They're taking B short. I like this. At least they're trying to deny some of the map control. Connector has just been a T paradise so far, but at least B short is not. And that allows the split from Connector to be significantly less potent than it would be.
Look at the T's here. They are really want to go into B. I mean, you look at Trick, he's taking short control. He's gonna go into McClone, but McClone just falls back. Ooh, nice 1D from Trick. Sees Froggy.
That was a big kill on Frog as well, but Super McClellan's in a great position and can get the first, but he's traded out another great 1D from Jesse Beast, and that's going to turn the tides completely. They have an AWP down, still on MST, they have an M4 on Predator, as well as that picked up UMP on C-Jax, so I think they might call a save here, to be honest, and they have.
Looks like it, they're running away. So.
This was a round they absolutely couldn't afford to lose. Keen, if you want to throw the X-ray on, whenever you're ready. Freddy is always... It's just X. Oh, you don't have it bound, yeah. And also, maybe get rid of the net graph also.
The what?
The net graph. Yeah, slot 12, Johnny. We have no idea what slot 12 is.
Slot 12 is a magic key that doesn't exist.
Magic key that doesn't exist. We need to try and find whatever the fuck slot 12 is so we can get that X-ray for you guys, but looks like we're not going to be able to have it for this series, but this is already getting out of control. Stratego winning 5 of the first 7 rounds, and now a full force coming out from the CTs. So if they can't win this round, they're going to be in a significant hole, and again, it's going to be on Sefton really with that AWP. Can he pull it out?
Where are all the T's going? They are going, so let's see. He smoked off, he's not gonna be able to see anything, unfortunately.
No, it's Mr. Ned. Oh, now he's smoked off, yeah. When he misses that shot on connected, that would have been a very important kill. But look at the map control that the T's have. It's less than 30 seconds into the round, and they have full control over toilets, full control over connector.
Over monster.
B short, they have B short control. Nice flash peek, and Froggy gets 2. Very nice flash from Nexi.
Yeah, no, like instantly they are falling back to sites. I like seeing that, but have they heard anything on A? Considering Froggy is going all the way around to A. I mean, you have Trick coming up long here, but I don't think they heard him from that far away. Froggy's going back down. It's just as Trick is going closer to the site. And Stefan is in bank holding the truck across. But now they know at least that the bombs go down on A. Station is coming.
Yeah, 3v3 situation. Bomb has been planted, and you have to think that Phoenix need this round. They can't manage to get this round. They are in 7. This is another shot, but does manage to clean it up with his pistol. Switching out to the AK now for this retake. He has a molly, he has a nade. He saw that player first in hours. He's going to try and get his nades in. But
yes, he's just looking down. He's just
he has his smoke down. He has his smoke down. This is his smoke. Very disappointing play so far from Phoenix. I think they are all over the place on this CT side. They really need to get some control and get their shit together. Otherwise, this game is going to go out of their hands before it even started.
Like we talked about before, in my opinion, I'd say that Overpass is a city-sided map, but being down now 2-6 is kind of rough for Phoenix at this point.
Yeah, I mean, it depends how they're playing it, right? If they're playing it in a way where they're taking map control and they're denying this activity from the T's, then of course it becomes CT-sided. If they're falling off and giving up connectors, short and toilets without much of a fight, then the T's have so much time and space to execute that I think it flips and it becomes easier for the T's. So the mentality of the teams here and the control they're taking, very, very important.
You have this like everyone, you can always see that yes, he's going to monster, he's lurking, he's holding for pushes while the rest of his teammates is taking control. I think the Phoenix needs to take advantage of that and some rounds maybe start pushing him so it gets in the head of Stratego that they are not safe. Memory steps as he's closing up behind. At least now Phoenix know that there were at least 2 people towards A site. I don't think he saw MST and he was too close around the corner. But you can see CT's already rotated. They have 3 people out on A site now.
Yeah, it's already on 7. He's the only one with any sort of map control, and he does get spotted out by the party player. C-Jax tags him pretty low, and I love how they're leaving Jassy out here the whole time.
He's been
just
in the
holding
entire
that
round.
monster. Yeah, he's just guaranteeing that nothing can ever come behind him. He's just making sure that everything is in front of them and they can't get surprised by any of these plays. They have a 3-man boost going on here. The AWP completely covering the whole side. We're seeing some much more strategic play coming up. They just need to hide. The bomb is down. There is just 14 seconds left. Froggy with a huge kill and a second one. Are they going to be able to plant this bomb? I think they have just enough time. Froggy needs to try his hardest to deny this plant. He gets a third. Gets a 4th! And Nexi, Froggy, pulling them through by their coattails in this game. Absolutely huge play from Froggy. If he doesn't get that first kill on the guy in toilets and he doesn't clean it up, the second guy, then it's still hugely in favor of Stratego. But a massive round from Froggy, the captain, stepping up exactly when they needed him.
Though it misses, but
is it missing?
Yes, it's blowing up too high. I don't think he has to line up right.
Yeah, here's the take towards B though, and Super McClone does get 1 in combination with Nexi, and Nexi really needs to do more damage here, and he does! He gets another kill. He tags 2 players under 25 HP. He's absolutely done his job so far in this round. His teammates need to come in, assist him with these rotations. Let's see. 7 clears 1 up. Memory gets 1 and another. 2 nice crisp headshots from Memory. And that's going to give them exactly what they needed to come back in this half. Huge play from Froggy. Absolutely massive. And that's going to catapult them into perhaps an 8-7 7-8 half here when they were down 6-2. This is another really important round though. This buy round is going to dictate the next couple rounds, and they really need to get this one too.
They keep using this wall. It's the second round in a row that they're throwing a door and it blows in the air. I mean, it's 600 bucks of real value. Stefan is the first shots. Falling back. Still toilets holding in case they would be pushing him. Let's see where the T's are. ESEA again, only monster push. Predator is close to A side, but again, also waiting for pushes. So I keep seeing that Stratego keeps getting the control.
Absolutely, but they have down 2 players, and CJax is heavily tagged up as well. We have Jassy though sneaking out monster, and he has managed to get all the way out, and they have no idea if he can use his trigger discipline here and he can get behind him. Take this whole B side, gets a nice kill on the first guy. He should have heard from you, and I think he does. That flash that was not a nice flash, and he does get the second Jassy with a very nice play. And that gives his team a chance. Now it's full CJax. This was the star player, but 7 manages to shut him down. And that was a really, really important round that went in the favor of Phoenix. They needed that one.
Phoenix is coming back here at least a little bit. They were down 2-6 a few rounds ago, so I hope they can turn it around. They need these last 3 rounds. But it's an econ,
Without a doubt.
Stratego.
Yeah, I think they need at least 3 of the last
B push there.
4 rounds.
Stefan misses.
Good flash. Manages to stop a lot of them in their tracks, and that meant that the nade from Foggy did even more damage. And here's Foggy spraying them down. Gets 3 of those 4 kills, and now it is all on MST. And he's going to be shut down by Memory. So that was just an eco, but Froggy absolutely showing his worth here. He's the only one with a positive kill def differential right now for Phoenix. And
Look at the damage look like. Look at Froggy's ADR, 133 over 12 rounds played.
yeah, that's very nice. That's very nice.
Froggy gets killed.
Memory manages to catch a nice reload timing on CJax, and CJax was our man to watch before this game, but he's yet to show up really in this game. Memory with another huge kill on Trick. That was absolutely necessary. If he drops that back into a 3v3 situation and they lose control of Connector, this map is a lot more open, but now it is just Predator and Jassy, and looks like they are both playing from the B side here. We have 7 holding alone on A, as well as the Memory pushing up deep in Connector. So it is going to be a 2v2 for that B side itself. So they do have opportunities here. Jassy sneaks out again. He's been a master at sneaking out and getting huge impact on the B side so far. Nexy kills the bomb planter though. That's very important. And he takes down Jassy. Big plays from Nexy.
I like what I'm seeing right now. I see that the Phoenix is getting more control. They keep now they started going down in connector. They started picking monster a little bit. The only thing I would like to see now is that the Phoenix actually start pushing monster and getting the full control of monster. I mean, they're gonna face Jesse there for sure, because that's where Jesse seems to like to play. But if they can get the control, I think the Stratego would be feeling a little bit anxious of having Phoenix pushing in their backs. Like now they have had a free reign. 5 rounds in.
7 getting caught on the wall, getting shot.
Great positioning from McClone, standing in long toilets, getting 3 people in the back as they're running past him. Maybe get a couple of more here, but he's falling back towards sight. You know,
I like this play. Well, I think he might have seen both even. It doesn't look like it, given that Nexy is still so playing so heavily towards the B side, but he knows at least one is towards long. I wonder if he saw the bomb or not. Either way, they're in a little crossfire here. Froggy playing from the truck and McClone playing from the long corridor. He's starting to move back towards side though. Looks like he wants to rotate down at least to heaven so he can help Nexi on B if it does come that direction.
They must have heard it
Here
just
he
scoped.
goes.
They didn't. This can be very painful to watch in a few seconds. As you
Yeah,
see,
I
they
think
picked up an AK ad and op. Still just waiting for a jump spot or a peek on A.
yeah, Cjax is definitely the man to watch here. He needs to come out, and Super McClone manages to come back. He gets out of that poor read, and they are going to be a 2v2 on the side. Ooh, it's all a game of timing now. A nice shot from Cjax though, really important. And he gets the second, that's a 1v1 situation. Cjax all on his own. He does have the molly, and he is gonna save it. Oh, he
Nice
couldn't
shot, though.
connect. Well done from Nexi, but Cjax, if he connects on that shot, that is absolutely massive. And he would really, a very nice 3k to put his team in a chance here. But, you know, they've
strong round
lost.
from T side. Seeing that McClone gets 3 people instead killed on long toilets. But then the T's keep coming back, going from 2v4 to 2v1 basically.
Yeah, they've won 6 rounds on the bounce now. Kian, can you read Discord real quick? So 6 rounds on the bounce for Phoenix, and they needed that so much. They were down 6-2 on the CT side, and now 8-6 looks a lot more respectable. And 9-6, you might even start thinking that they have a significant advantage, especially if they can pick up this pistol round that's coming up next round. Here we go. So 2 players going to be playing aggressive towards the fountain. They do get a nade, a nice nade from Tricked. Manages to lower Rocky's HP just enough so MST can come in and clean him up. And that entry definitely big for the T's. That's going to give them full control of toilets at the very least, and it'll put them in a nice position to take Connector as well. And from Connector, they can then take these shorts, and suddenly all the map control is in T favor.
I don't like Phoenix keep wasting utility, throwing random nades at different locations. Some of them are not even close to hitting anything, it just makes a sound, and those sounds can be confusing, but the way they're using nades is not optimal right now.
Yeah, I think utility is definitely somewhere they can improve here, but MST did get a nice kill on long, and then he got a little bit antsy, and he just decided to go straight onto the side, assuming that it's clear, but 7 was in position to stop him, and he's going to rotate to B. These fake smokes from A are causing a massive problem, and if they'd have waited, nice, Predator. But if they'd have waited a little bit longer on that fake, I feel like they would have had perhaps a clean side there. 7 can't land the shot, and that might have been their last chance to win this round. Good utility usage coming in from Team Stratego all game. And Cjax is ready, and the AWP is down, and now it is all on Nexi. Final round of the game, and decides to pull his nade at exactly the wrong time, and that's going to put Phoenix up 8-7 at the end of this half, and I think that does favor Team Stratego. Yep. Getting 7 T rounds there can be very, very important.